is this fat bastard's problem? This chubby little freak should know how to take a joke by now because he is one. Look at that face and tell me he doesn't look like the Asian version of Cartman from South Park. Kim Jong-Un certainly knows how to throw a bitchy tantrum, so there's a movie being released that portrays your death. So what? Not too long ago, they released a film where his dad, Kim Sr., was brutally killed, and he didn't have a problem with it. The problem is that Kim Jong-il knew something that his son doesn't. The only way to truly live forever is to be immortalized on film. Kim Sr. may have been a tiny mass-murdering psychopath, but he had enough love for the art of filmmaking to allow himself to be immortalized as one of the funniest movie villains of all time. You show me someone who didn't enjoy watching that bizarre puppet movie, and I'll show you someone whose soul is dead. Or is a Mormon. Let's be honest, Kim Jr. has it better than his dad did. While his dad was portrayed as a whiny, scheming little brat, the current leader of North Korea is being portrayed as a ruthless, powerful, tough guy who walks around smoking cigars. That's awesome! He almost looks like one of the cooler Bond villains. And that's my point. At the end of the day, what we love and remember are the villains. People like Luke Skywalker, but people love Darth Vader. The reason is simple. Villains are cool. Hannibal Lecter, Dracula, Catwoman, Voldemort, Dr. Evil, Gus Fring, Cersei Baratheon, Ma Fratelli, the Joker. We love our villains because they have the balls to do what most of us are afraid of. Be themselves no matter what anybody says. This isn't the first time that a real-life person objected to being portrayed as a bad guy. When William Randolph Hearst felt that he was being made fun of in Citizen Kane, he threatened to completely destroy Orson Welles' movie. But it turned out to be one of the greatest films of all time. More recently, when Mark Zuckerberg, the inventor of Facebook, was depicted as a bitter, cynical computer genius in the social network, he went on a media campaign to show what a great guy he actually was. The result was that a lot of people lost interest in him altogether. The memory and legacy of people like Caligula or Genghis Khan or Stalin will live forever, because we as a society love our monsters. But Kim Jong-un's legacy won't be nearly as interesting. Instead of allowing the world to see him as a good sport who can take a joke, or even as a powerful supervillain worthy of his own movie, his tantrum has allowed us to see him for what he really is. A whiny, overfed little sissy who cries when he can't have his way. So take your ball and run home to mommy, because nobody wants to play with a whiner who doesn't like the way the game is played. Except for Dennis Rodman. He'll play with anyone's balls. Oh, look at me. I'm Kim Jong-un. I'm crying because nobody likes my human rights abuses. Wham! Everybody in my country's starving to death and I get fatter and fatter. Wham! My father was feared, but I'm just a big fat joke to the world. Wham!